Good morning, lawn lovers. This morning in the beautiful Barossa, we have a nice sunshine. So I was actually thinking to test this mower. So a little bit of a story about the lawn itself. It's a Kikuyu Dwarf Madonna. I had it scalped 2 weeks and a half ago. It was a little bit too spongy. So this is how it's looking now, 2.5 weeks ago. A couple of days ago, I gave it a little bit of a chop. And I was keeping it at 24 mils. Now I'm going to reduce it to 14 mils. So actually I was thinking to use this as a test drive, see how it does. I've done a bit of the cutting of the edges, so it's easier with filming and everything else. So that's why there's a bit of a grass there in the catcher. So test one is going to be just running by itself. It's a full battery right there. Can we see it? I'm not sure if you can see it, but I can see 3 lines there. Yep, it's 3 lines there. So the first test is going to be, I'll give it a go, couple of laps by itself, and then I improvised myself like months ago. A little bit of weight is about 20 kilos. I was just feeling at the time was not enough weight in the mow, I guess, like everybody else. I guess everyone has just figured out so far. So, and I'll give it a supreme test to see how is coping with that extra 20 kilos on the top. Too easy. Well, I'm going to be running holding on one hand. The other one is I'm going to hold my phone. So I'll do a couple of laps with no weight first on, and then we'll just put the weight on. As I was saying, we're cutting at 14 mil. Well, let's see what it can do, this little beast. Not bad, not bad. Look at that grass being thrown in the catcher. Actually, that's pretty good. Impressed so far. Yeah, my lines are not quite straight one hand, but here we go again. That's not too bad actually. That's doing a really good cut. Okay, so now I'll pause for a second. Alrighty, I am back. I had to pause for a second just to put the weight on. So it's actually not too bad. I think you can see in the video the difference in cut level as well. From whatever it is now to 14 mils. I just didn't want to do more than I need to and, you know, be here the whole day mowing. So I've done only 2 laps, see how it takes. What it can do. I felt pretty good torque in there. The wheels are spinning quite strong. This ground is still moist, so yeah. Anyway, I put the 20 kilos on and I will stop the talking, and I'll let the Ozito to do some talking. Here we go. I reckon my chute is getting blocked, so I'll have to unblock that. Alright, here we're back again. I'll keep going. That's actually pretty good, I have to say. Turning. Yeah, soil is still wet. That's alright. The wheel starts spinning in mud. You can see a bit of a mud there. So I'm pretty impressed actually with torque. It's pretty good, can't complain at all. So the next thing is my front lawn is under a slope. Okay, so I'll do one more lap sideways and then you see a bit of a slope there towards the road. I'm actually curious to see how it's going to do up the hill. Well, we have to take in consideration this morning I gave it a bit of a good watering to this one. It's still recovering after the scalping, so yeah, I'm just keeping it moist like 3 times a day, a couple of good meals. Let's take him for a ride. Alrighty, I think my grass here is falling off. It's getting full. Now I want to take him up the hill, so I'll do a couple of trips up the hill and down. Alrighty, so I'll get just down the hill. Look at that grass. Oops, I think I hit something there. Looks like it's a piece of a rock, but that's fine. It didn't stop. Let me go up the hill. Just want to give you a good view. So this is going up the hill, 20 kilos. Yeah, let's take him for a spin. Ah, no worries. What can I say? This is a beast. That's doing pretty well, actually. I'm pretty impressed, even up the hill. Yeah, the cut is pretty good. I'll need second hand though, 3 up to keep some straight lines. Now I'm impressed so far, and the torque is amazing. Earlier I just picked up a stone, and I was surprised I actually went through the stone, cut it in two. Usually before was not happening. That would have blocked the reel. The thing is, now the engine spins the wheels as well, and then the wheels spin the engine too. So it's like, you know, works both ends. Whatever runs low, the other one is backing it up. So it's like pretty good. I'm pretty impressed. I'll do another catch up. Interesting to see how many battery bars I use once I finish my 60 squares here of loan. Stay tight. I'll just put it on a pause for a second, do the loan first, and then come back. Good day, loan lovers again. Didn't take even 10 minutes. So I actually went down the hill and up the hill as well with this. Actually, this is the second basket, but catcher full of grass. Looking at the battery, I actually only used, you can see, yes, only 1 bar, which I'm surprised, because in the past it used to take me about the same 1 bar for about 60 squares here. I want to note, I gained torque somehow on the reel and the wheels. I even slashed, well, I didn't want to, a stone earlier in half. And then the other thing, because I top dressed my lawn, this patch of mud here actually, well, looks like was a little bit too high off the ground. The levels are not quite right, but whatever happened, it's a bit muddy too. Maybe it's not the best day I choose to do this video, but it actually sliced through the soil, went like a knife through the butter. So yeah, so far I'm actually impressed. We'll see that it's a little bit muddy now. Yeah, you can see a bit of a mud there everywhere. Give him a tidy up, and then can't wait for the next mow and see what he can do. Well, till then, I only can say, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, like and share as well, of course. Until next time, we'll see you on Mode's time. Cheers.